Jesse here with Nomad Bears, and we got our friend Brian from Brian2Taiwan back with us. Today we want to talk about what you're going to expect when you come to Taiwan for banking. You've been here 10 years, so what have you sort of experienced?
Well, it really depends on what kind of a company you're working for, or if you're here with your school, because generally speaking, if you're with a company, they have one bank that they use, and that's the one bank that you have to sign up with.
And that's what we found right away. So first big thing is don't even worry about any banking until you get your ARC. Nobody's going to let you sign up for it until you have your ARC. At that point, your school is going to tell you if you're coming here for teaching or for work. They're going to tell you go to this place and deal with it.
Right. And if you are coming here as a student, then you'll be able to choose your own bank, but just know that if maybe you want to continue living here afterwards, you'll probably have to switch banks.
And then you aren't going to have all the same luxuries as in the United States or Canada. That means no credit cards, non-functioning online banking, an okay, mediocre app.
Yeah. I've got, because like I said, we switch quite often. If you change jobs or something, you have to get a new bank account. I've got about 5 or 6 banks that I have accounts with, and one of them kind of suck. No, 2 of them kind of suck. No, 3 of them really suck. And so it's taken me this 10 years to actually find a bank that I like and that has an app that I can actually use that's somewhat similar to the banking apps in the States.
And that's something you need to know ahead of time. Banking here is not necessarily easy for foreigners.
Nor is it very modern, considering that when you get a bank account, generally you get a savings deposit book that's something that you would see in the 1980s in most of the Western world.
And no credit cards. Don't even try. No.
It's very difficult, especially because if you do find the one company that you may be able to sign up with, you'll probably get a limit that's like close to maybe $1,000 or $2,000 at most, and so it's not really that worth it.
And you'll need to put down a deposit on that, 140% deposit on some of them if you're a foreigner.
Ew, I hadn't heard that.
So then at the actual bank branches, English speaking we found can be kind of rare. We went to the main branch here in Taipei to actually find someone who could help us speak English, and then from there it's been a bit spotty for English speakers.
I've never really had that problem because I spoke Chinese when I started, but the thing is there are a lot of different vocabulary words that I learned along the way because it's completely specific jargon to that world.
And it's also something when you're doing documents here, when you're signing papers, that's all going to be in Chinese. So either get someone to look that over for you or go and make sure you really know, especially when you're sending a wire transfer back home, you know the exact amount you're sending and it's going to your accounts.
Yeah, that's difficult, especially because like personally, whenever I transfer or whenever I buy foreign currency in the States, I look at the sign and it always says we buy at, we sell at, and that always confuses me in English. Even now, when I see it in Chinese, I'm still totally perplexed as to, wait, am I buying or am I selling? It's just a mess.
It's confusing here. So those are the big things you need to know for banking here in Taiwan. Be ready for a bit of confusion. Be ready for facing the unknown here. But in the end, once you have it all set up, you don't actually have to go to the bank branches that much. You can do most of it online. You get direct deposits most of the time. So you don't have to interact too often with your bank. And that's kind of a good thing here.
Yeah, one thing though that is important is that you do, after about every 100 transactions, have to take that 1980s savings book back to the bank and you have to swipe it through the machine and print out all of your transactions. Otherwise, your cards will not work and you won't be able to get money out of them.
We didn't know that. Just learned that right now. Yeah, I don't think we've made 100. But that's all we have for you today. And thank you for watching. If you have questions about banking, let us know down in the comments. We'll do our best to answer that. Otherwise, we'll refer to Brian here, and he'll help us out.
Yeah.
But best thing, find someone that can help you out when you get here. Best of luck, and safe travels. Happy travels.
Happy banking.
Happy banking.